Jai Gurudev, welcome back. This is Ila Pulekar. This video is a part of the series of somatic inspired yoga for each of our chakras. Today we are focusing on the throat or the Vishuddhi chakra. It is said to be associated with the color blue, and this really has to do with clear communication, your ability to speak as well as balance, listening. So, speaking up for yourself, really learning to use your voice in a powerful, authentic way, and also being able to listen critically and listen with compassion to others. So, this is great for all experience levels, no props are required. Stretching out our necks, you can sit in Sukhasana or any other way that works for you. You can really feel your spine lengthen, roll your shoulders down and away from your ears, and see if you can close your eyes here. And we are going to use Ujjayi breath. If you know throughout this practice, if you're not aware of Ujjayi breath, you can do normal breath. The ocean sounding breath, which is an action that comes from the throat. So you want to create a slight constriction at the back of the throat. Think of it almost as if you're trying to fog up a mirror with your mouth closed, and breathe in and out the nose. Just like that. Take about 5 breaths like this. Becoming aware of the blue jewel of the throat chakra, pulsating and glowing at this area. And you can stay with the Ujjayi breath and keep your eyes closed. Just turn your head over to the right and then lean your head back slightly. Continue Ujjayi and lift your head up. Turn your head over towards your left shoulder and lean back like a 45-degree angle. Coming back through to the center, this time keep your chin parallel to the floor and just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. I'm just going to try some half moon, half circles from right to left and left to right. Make sure you are still breathing as you do this. You might notice there's a little bit more tension on one side compared to the other. This is very normal. Take one more each way and then lift all the way back up, and let's meet in a tabletop Marjariasana for a few rounds of cat and cow. Palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Really emphasizing opening up the throat chakra here as you inhale. Drop down the belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, pull in the tailbone and contract. Pull the belly button in. You might use some affirmations that resonate for you with this throat chakra. I speak my mind with clarity and ease. I balance speaking and listening. I'm connected to my inner voice. Take one more like this. Inhale, really open up the throat chakra, and exhale. Press your hips all the way back towards your heels in Vajrasana, and you can interlace your hands behind your lower back and just squeeze your shoulder blades behind Lift up from the heart, lift up from your throat. Big stretch here. And let's release. We'll make our way into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Lift your hips all the way up and really feel your neck soften so that you can let your head be heavy here. And maybe pedal out the legs. Let us take a cleansing breath here. In through the nose and a big cleansing sigh out the mouth. Let's reach our right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip, set your right foot in between your palms. Lift the upper body up into Virabhadrasana. And we'll move into the variation of an extended side angle. So you're going to bring your right forearm over onto your thigh. Bring your left hand to your lower back, resting your waist. Roll your left shoulder back even more. And now let your head hang heavy. So you're getting a nice neck release here in this pose. You can play a little bit with the angle of your chin. Continue Ujjayi breathing throughout the sequence. Keep your hips nice and low. And push into your feet. Come all the way up. And let's reverse our warrior. So left hand down. Let your head relax. Right hand reaches up overhead again, just to deepen the sensation along the right side of your neck, throat chakra. You will feel your legs burn up a little. Lift all the way back up and let's cartwheel palms to the mat, back into Ashwa Sanchalan. From here into plank. Exhale and lower down into mini cobra or bhujangasana. Inhale, open through your throat. Lift yourself up into Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward dog. And we can take another cleansing breath here, in through the nose and sigh out the mouth. Letting it all go. Left leg rises, bend the left knee, open the hip, really squeeze that hip, step your left foot through into your palms, raise the upper body up. Into Virabhadrasana, to bring your left forearm onto your knee, left knee, which is bent, right leg is straight, right hand towards your lower back. Roll your right shoulder back and let the head hang heavy. You can experiment, play with the angle of your chin here. Using this to set an intention for your day. I speak my mind with clarity and ease. I balance speaking and listening. Take one more full deep breath here. Push your feet into the floor. Let this carry and lift you back up to your warrior two. Let us reverse. Right hand down, left arm rises up overhead. Really stretch as if pulling on your left wrist. Release and bring both the palms to the floor. Into Ashwa Sanchalan. And rise into plank. Now exhale down into cobra pose. And let's press back into child's pose, balasana, hips to your heels, forehead to your mat, hands outstretched. And go ahead and come on up. Let us lie down on our back. Let's transition into bridge pose. You're welcome to do the traditional variation of a bridge pose, simply lifting yourself up with your feet. You can also raise your heels If you would like, you can also bring your palms underneath your lower back so you're up on your elbows, and use this to really get a little bit of deeper sensation here. Take 5 rounds of your Ujjayi breath here. If it's too much for your lower back, please just stick to the first option. And will slowly come down. You can remove your hands out of the way if that's what you were doing. Uncurl and just drop both the knees over to the right. You can stretch both your arms out and just turn your head over your left shoulder. Just a laying down spinal twist here. Connect and relate to the Vishuddhi Chakra, focusing on clear communication. Twist over to the other side so your knees can drop over to the left, your right arm outstretched, and look over your left shoulder and look over your right shoulder. With Ujjayi breaths, open the heart, open the throat here. Lift your knees back up. Relax in Shavasana. Connect one last time to your Vishuddha Chakra. Thank you for joining me today. Jai Gurudev.